right, we're going to keep you warm on a snowy day by making a veggie soup here in the Daytime Kitchen. I'm with Pat Leonard. She's an ACE certified personal trainer and health coach. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
So are you set with your resolutions?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah, we talked about that, so we're going to talk about why resolutions aren't really recommended. It's more of a lifestyle change and why that's important.
Well, that's funny because, yeah, I usually say at the beginning of the year, I'm going to continue with my workout and my eating healthy. I mean, sometimes I slip up.
Well, that's okay. We're all normal, right?
You got to live a little, right?
That's right. And we talked about how 92% of all of our New Year's resolutions are failed by the end of the month.
Really?
It is. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One is you have to find your motivation, right? So everybody's motivation is different, and they go into it maybe with the wrong idea of what motivation is to them. So they have to make a realistic goal. We're going to talk a little bit more about goals and how to set them. But also, a lot of people have too many goals. They try to do too much at once, right? So if you're trying to get to the gym and you're trying to eat healthy, and that's what...
lose 50 pounds by the time that I have my XYZ event.
Right, a lot of people come and they say, hey, I want to fit into my wedding dress. Well, that's great, but you want to make that a lifelong goal.
Right.
So think about, instead of resolutions for temporary periods, think about the long term.
Okay.
What do you want to do to help your heart for the rest of the heart?
Your life.
It's a muscle. You have to use it. So we're going to talk about that, and we're also people that are setting goals, they have to set SMART goals. So we'll talk a little bit more next segment about SMART goals.
All right, so we'll talk with Pat a little bit about how we get started with that.
That's right.
Also, there... And we are back in the Daytime Kitchen with Pat Leonard. And Pat, we were just talking about New Year's resolutions.
That's right.
And now we're going to talk about how to start.
How to get started,
Okay.
right? So find out what being healthy means to you. Since we know the top goal is losing weight, second goal, most resolutions are to be healthy. Find out what that means. Everybody's different.
That's true.
You know? So we'll talk about that SMART goal. So just getting fit isn't a goal. You know, you want to measure it. You want to be specific with your goal.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to spend a half hour at the gym, and I'm going to do that every day of the week, because that's what's, you know, that's what we should be doing.
Sometimes just getting there.
I know. And right now it's really crowded, but like we said, in another month or so, it's not going to be so crowded.
Right.
And you know what else is crowded is the produce section. Isn't that funny? But that won't be crowded very long either.
Right.
So make your goal specific, make it measurable. So, you know, I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. And I'm going to do it by working out. So I'm going to expend 500 calories a day. And that could be an hour of a workout, right? Typically a good, moderate activity. And then I'm going to cut back 500 calories. In a month, you would have lost 10 pounds.
All right, you got to think about that. Calories in, calories out, okay? So,
so be
cut
specific
back on certain things.
And if you need help, get support. Go to a healthcare professional or see a registered dietitian. They're great about setting up meal planning. Write down. These are tools, right? This is my motivation. We talked about that before many times. My scale. Every day I weigh myself.
Every day I do it.
Every day, because I put you on track.
Yes.
It kept me on track during the holidays. So when I was gaining a little weight, had a little bit more fruitcake or eggnog than I should have, I got on the scale next day. I said, nope, I'm going to work out more and I'm going to eat a little less.
Some people frown on it. It depends on the person. So yes, if you're that kind of person like I am, I do it every day.
Right. And some people do it once a week. But the people that lose weight in the long run do check their weight at least once a week.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Yep. Fitbit. Love my Fitbit. So trackers. You know, there's apps to help you. The food journal. Journaling is great.
Yeah. Calorie counters. That's important because sometimes we don't realize how much we're taking in.
Exactly. Exactly. And then workout tapes. So boot camps are good. They're fun to get into. But if you're not into that, go for a walk. I've been reading about yoga and walking. How as we age, they are so important for our joints and
that yoga is great.
That's right.
And find a buddy. Sometimes for me, I need a buddy.
That's
Somebody to keep me accountable.
That's right. And to get started, we're going to talk about shopping lists and the refrigerator, which comes into our refrigerator clean out soup.
And then we're going to... We are back in the Daytime Kitchen with Pat Leonard. She's an ACE certified personal trainer and health coach, and she's been telling us all about realistic goals for 2017.
That's exactly right, yeah. And hopefully you get the support you need because there's a lot of support out there, whether it's an app or a website. Your health professional or just like-minded people that are working out.
Right.
If you see a workout that you like, if you see some food that you're interested in, just talk to people about it and get to know how to do things a little differently.
Use them kind of as an accountability partner.
Exactly. That's why we always should say our goals.
Yes, because then you have to be held accountable.
"Yay."
That's a good point.
right.
That is a good point. All right,
yes.
so we're
That's
making a veggie soup.
We
what
are.
goes
Well,
into this?
well again, back to that 80-20 rule. So 80% of our fitness, around 80%, is all about what goes in our mouth, and then 20% is our activity level.
That's
Oh,
an
wow.
important
80-20,
point.
80-20,
Yes,
right?
so
here's your 80%. This is, I call this clean out the refrigerator Friday soup.
Okay.
Because hopefully, I mean, right? Everybody is in the produce aisle. We talked a little bit about that. And they have stocked their refrigerators, hopefully, with good fruits and vegetables. But what happens on the weekend? You're like, oh, everything is not good.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
and I'm gonna compost it, I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, we don't want to do that because it's so nutrient dense. It's whole food. That's what we're looking for. Get it out of the refrigerator. So this is what I did last night. Took everything that was left over, you know, the tomato, it could be in the salad, but it's getting a little soft. So what I did was, and you don't have to be exact about what you're using because almost every vegetable, almost every vegetable you can put into the soup, only like lettuce and cucumbers, maybe you don't want to. There's a cold cucumber soup, but that's something else.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to just pull everything out of that refrigerator and put it into a big soup pot. So I have the exact numbers, like 1 cup of celery, 1 onion, 1 sweet potato, 1 regular potato. We have squash, so we have yellow squash, we have green squash. Use all of it.
Carrot, celery,
Carrot,
kale.
celery, kale. Look at the kale. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Well, it looks like this. You know, add your 1/4 cup of olive oil because we need fats. We need really good fats, and then a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Now we talked a little about this good fermented foods are good for us because they help with digestion. So soy sauce, you don't have to add any salt to this recipe because you get
The salt's in there
in
with
the
the
soy
sauce.
sauce.
Okay.
And it's good for you. So
And this is in it too, the
well,
almond milk?
this is what it looks like when it's done, right? We have all those wonderful vegetables. I call this my clear soup because some people like the chunky soup with the clear.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have that maybe one night, and then the other night, take this, I put it into a blender, and then I put a cup, half in the blender, and then I put a cup of a milk. I use almond milk. I use almond milk for this, what you're going to eat. But you can use regular milk. You could use cashew milk, soy milk. There's so many milks out there. Just make sure it's unsweetened.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so blend it. It blends really
What about
well.
a cream? How do you feel about adding a little bit of cream?
Well,
is that okay?
it's okay. Do you have the calories, right? We talked
Yeah,
about,
that's
if
true.
you have the calories, then definitely use a little sour cream. Or, what some people I help them with is use the non-sugar, low-fat plain yogurt.
Oh,
Because
all right.
that'll make it nice
Okay.
and creamy too.
Yeah.
So depending on what your preference is, some people don't do well with dairy, then a yogurt might work a little bit better for them if it's not full sour cream.
Okay.
So try that. So yeah, you can add, this is a soup where you're cleaning out the refrigerator. Another thing about cleaning out the refrigerator is take some of those vegetables and the fruit and just leave them out on the countertop for the weekend. It's amazing how much they will
They'll
disappear.
disappear if they're in sight.
Especially with
That's
kids.
a
That's so true. When I walked by and you
point.
had these out, I was like, man, I want to grab one
Everybody
of those.
did, because the color, we're attracted to these whole foods, and our body needs them. They don't need things that we can open in a package. They need real food to nourish our bodies. That's what we're missing in all this. So whole foods, nutrient dense, it'll help keep you feeling ready to go, endurance levels, help all of our muscles.
Sounds good to me. And we were offering up the recipe on our website at daytimeblueridge.com. All you have to do is click on food and look for the veggie soup. And in the meantime, Pat, you have a great Facebook page along with Rob.
Yes.
You can search them on there. It's Healthy Lifestyle Consulting for all seasons of life.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Pat Leonard.
It's a long- Just if you know what, you Google Facebook Healthy Lifestyle Consulting, and we come right up. So
Okay,
you don't have to
great.
do the whole thing.